It's that time.
It is.
We talk that talk is too real.
Very.
I mean, we've been talking about relationships.
Got to finish the series.
We went on to the 4 steps. Was it the 4 steps to, what was it? Find love?
No, the transition.
Transition.
We did that.
And now we're in the relationship phase.
And once you got them,
Talk that talk.
how do you maintain that?
What do you do to maintain a relationship?
What do you do to maintain a relationship? Yeah, man. So, me being the guy that's married, it's a lot that goes into that.
Right.
It's not cut and dry because relationships are work.
100%.
Relationships, when I say work, it's not like, it's a job in itself.
100%.
Because you have to show up every day.
100%.
When you're sick, when you're not, when your other days is gloomy,
100%.
you have to show up and produce and work at this relationship because you continue to learn your partner day in and day out. You feel me? The person that she was or he was 6 months previous is not the person that they should be 6 months going forward.
Right.
And so you have to continue to work. And I feel like the greatest thing that you can do, the number one thing that you can do is as your relationship is progressing is to never stop dating. The same honeymoon phase that you went through in months 1, 2, 3, and 4 has to be the same ones in years 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Okay.
You have to continue dating. You have to still be those little kids at the park just running around and happy to be with each other and swinging hands and all that kind of stuff. It's amplified as you get as adults.
Right.
But you have to continue dating. And I think what has made my marriage as successful as it is because we've never stopped dating.
Never stop.
Never stopped. And when our relationship and our marriage hits a snag, it's because why? We probably stopped dating at some point. We probably stopped hanging out. We probably stopped putting time for ourselves in our relationship because we get so caught up in being parents and in our professions. And it's become the day-to-day thing like, okay, she here, I'm here, we good. But like you said, I think you said this last week, it can't just be because we in each other's presence.
Right.
Like that's enough.
Right.
We have to move around.
Yeah. I like that. You gotta make sure you continue to date. I think one of the biggest things to maintain any type of relationship is to make sure you provide the proper balance.
Ooh, balance.
I think that when you do too much of anything, it ain't gonna work. Right? And so when you doing that balance, you got to do it with intentionality. I keep saying that because it's real simple to the core. If you're intentional with your balance, that means you're balancing your parenting time, you balancing your self-care.
Yeah, because that's big.
Right, and you're balancing your career. You're balancing your relationship, right? And so you want to make sure you do what you can to pour into those different entities. You may not be able to pour into them all the same. Yeah. But you pour into them intentional, right? Yeah. When you want your kids to feel love, you got to make sure, all right, honey, I'm about to go spend some time with the kids. If y'all doing it together, then that is, y'all necessarily, it's not about y'all today. It's about the kids. So y'all loving, y'all pouring into the kids. That's not date night, fellas and women. Don't use that as a date night. Be like, we just went to, John's Incredible Pizza.
That's something separate.
You know what I'm
totally
saying?
Separate.
So you got to make sure all right, when I'm invested in this is what I'm investing in. If I'm doing my career stuff, it's for my job. I'm taking my time. I'm putting in my resources and my stuff into my career. And when it comes to dating, you want to make sure you're available because a lot of y'all.
What's the best ability?
Availability.
Ooh.
A lot of y'all, when y'all on dates, y'all not really there.
Not even available. They like this. I'm telling you what they doing.
I know. Most people go on dates. Look, this is our society nowadays. We get on this phone.
Yeah.
And you worrying about who texting you. You worrying about who calling you. You worrying about who just liked your post. You worrying about every other thing besides the person that you're with right then and there. And then you like, yeah, we went on a date. No, you didn't.
You didn't.
You went out to eat and y'all didn't talk about nothing about y'all. All y'all did was talk about, ooh, such and such follow. And let me tell you this.
Ooh, talk to him.
Let me tell you this.
Y'all done made Big mad.
Stop going on dates talking about other people's life.
Oh, that boy. Ooh.
Why are you going on a date to talk about somebody else's drama?
Oh, my God.
Why are you bringing somebody else's drama to your dinner table?
Oh, that's negativity.
Why are you talking about so-and-so and so-and-so that when you're on a date with that person that you need to be invested in? This is an opportunity to build and connect.
That's toxicity.
Talk about how you been, baby.
How you been?
How your week been going?
Ooh.
Where you see yourself in the next couple of years, baby? Where you see us? Like, where's some areas we can improve on? Not all the time, but be
short-term,
intentional.
long-term
You know what I'm saying?
goals.
When you have those special dates and talk about, but some days you just chilling, y'all having fun, y'all talking smack, y'all competing, y'all doing all that beautiful stuff. You, babe, what that chicken taste like? It tastes good. You put the sauce on it.
Oh, yeah.
You put the. Let me tell you, baby.
Little sauce. Little sauce of that chicken.
That's good. That is good, huh?
Ain't nothing like the
you
little sauce on the chicken.
building. But a lot of y'all, this is what y'all do.
What they do?
You want to know what such did? Such just over there tripping and talking.
Wow. On a date.
On a date.
That's crazy.
You had a whole hour and 30 minutes and ain't learned or grew with your partner. So y'all gotta be intentional and available on those dates. It's like with anything in life. If you not really there, present. That's the word I'm thinking for. You gotta be present.
Gotta be present. I agree.
Stop going on dates and not being present.
And here's another
on your date.
Here's another thing. And this is an okay thing.
Right.
It's gonna be, and I wouldn't say rare.
Right.
But it's gonna be times where the other person loves the other person a tad bit more.
100%.
And that's okay.
100%.
We have to be okay with knowing that, like, this time period, I probably love you a little more than you love me.
Right.
And that's okay.
100%.
People get so caught up in, like, I feel like you love me more right now. You probably do.
You do.
And
somebody gonna put in more work than the other person.
And it happens.
It does. I don't think, is it? There's people, I don't think you put in a relationship equally.
Not all the time.
I don't even think there's a time because I feel like
it's always
always somebody doing something
more than the other.
Because when you're doing something more, then the person start to, well, you know, baby,
you want to step it up, and you start trying to one up each other.
Exactly. It's not a competition.
It's not necessarily a competition, but it becomes like right now during this time period. Because for example,
right,
you I can use my wife for example. She could be going through something.
100%.
Right. So in that time period, when she's going through something, to me, I can't expect the same thing because she's going through something.
All right.
So I mean, I got to elevate my game towards her.
Right.
Vice versa.
Right.
I could be going through something.
Right.
She can't expect the same out of me.
Right.
She's supposed to elevate her game. And so in those moments, it's not that we don't love each other equally. It's more or less like who's taking the baton on this race.
100%.
And it's okay that if she takes the baton, and it's okay that if I take the baton. The biggest thing that I've learned in the course of a marriage is like, as the man, I am the leader, and I'm head of the household.
Right.
But my wife is as equal to me. When we look at a kingdom, a king and a queen, they're equal.
Right.
You feel me? That's just
how
how I look at it. Like we get it to where it's like, oh, I'm the king, and no, we're equal. And the biggest thing is understanding that equalness, understanding that there are roles that need to be played in these situations, but when you want to maintain something successful and you want to the equalness and seeing her as your equal, not as just your wife, seeing her as your legit equal. Right. You'll always be prosperous.
So we got intentional dating.
Yeah.
Being present.
Yeah.
What else? We said what?
Seeing your partner as your equal.
Seeing your partner as your equal. What was else?
And was that it?
No, it was another.
It was dating.
Dating.
Being present. Mm-hmm. Seeing her as your equal. And it's okay.
Balance.
And balance.
Balance.
Yes.
And this is a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Never stop communicating.
Oh, you gotta communicate.
And I don't mean just communicate. I mean transparency, communication. I mean keep it a buck.
Yeah.
If your partner did something that hurt you or impact you, don't let it build up. Mm-mm. You know what they call plaque when you get in your teeth? Yeah. That's build up.
Yeah.
If you ain't brushing your teeth and you ain't flossing, that's build up. So when you have some stuff in your relationship, you need to floss that thing out and have real transparency conversations. And be open to your partner being vulnerable and telling you about their like their situations that they're dealing with. If they feel in the type of way and they say, "Well, babe, I ain't like how you made me feel," don't get defensive.
It's constructive criticism.
Exactly.
You got to be able to take constructive criticism in a relationship.
100%.
Communication is the ultimate failure of a relationship because we're not articulating how we feel. We're not coming, we letting stuff fester.
100%.
And then when stuff festers, it's like, I didn't blow up right here. But then as soon as you did this, I'm going to lose it.
Exactly.
And then those blow-ups turn into real bad things. In that moment, if I address it then,
100%,
we can move forward and we can be better.
It's that fake cleaning the house.
Thank you.
You know what that is. Mama said fold the clothes. You put all the bad clothes underneath and put the top layer on there.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? But
so the communication is key.
Communication is the key, right?
Start there.
Dating intentional.
Yeah. Being
present.
Yeah.
Accepting your partner as equal.
Yeah.
And balance.
And balance.
All right. And
you do those.
You do those. You got a great relationship.
You got a great relationship. So we've walked you through how to find love.
The transition.
First, how to find it.
How to find it.
Right.
Now
the
it's the transition
from finding it and dating.
Right.
And now you're in it. And we've hit you with what you need to do to maintain it.
What you need to do to maintain it. We trying to get y'all right this year.
Man, we trying to
I
get
know
y'all
it's
right.
hot girl summer coming.
It's coming up.
Whew,
but so it could be lockup summer too.
Oh, talk that talk. Well, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Always remember to stay blessed.
Yes, sir.
And always
Do what?
talk that talk. We see y'all next time. Peace.
Yes, sir.